New year, new sneakers. Yeah, 2020, bro. Like, yo, wow. We come a long ways, man. Let me tell you that. Like, let me show y'all my first ever video back in like 2010.
It's them crazy light shoes, boy. What's up, Mike Mitchell TV? This is vlog number 1, my first one on my channel. Today I got the unboxing of the Crazy Light D Rose Adidas Crazy Light. I had 0 shoes, so get ready. I'm about to go to.
That was tough. That was tough to watch. Cringed a little bit. Sneakers have always been a passion of mine. Just one of those things that I've genuinely always loved. But for me, originally, it was all about shoes that were comfortable on the basketball court. That's why, the Adidas Crazy Light was phenomenal. I had like 4 different pairs at that time, and I love those shoes. I wore them into the ground, but eventually they started to rip. Not just like I was playing one game, just like ripped right through a pair. So that was kind of the end of my Adidas basketball run. Then I switched over to some Nikes. It was like the Lunar basketball shoe. It was fire. I loved it. But the editing on my side has gotten a little bit better. But before we start this video, I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support. I think I've been running this channel since around 2013, and we're at 500,000 subscribers and doing our thing. You guys have really changed my life for the better and allowed me to create content and really create my own schedule. So I really appreciate you guys for that. This year, I definitely want to be able to give back a lot more. So stay tuned. Those of you that have always been supporting the channel or just following me on any social media platforms, stay tuned. I promise you, we got giveaways. I'm gonna try to do as much as possible. Like, there's a lot of cool things that I hope to create this year. So let's get it. Now, obviously we have a new year, which means a whole new spectrum of new upcoming releases for 2020. It's hard to tell, it's extremely early. We never know what quick strike or what's gonna leak. So as of now, this is kind of the top anticipated sneakers that we know of now. I'll get into those first, then I'll kind of break down some J's because obviously, that's what I love. Now, like I told you guys in my favorite sneakers and gear of 2019, I really want to try new things. Based on the research that I've done so far, I haven't been able to find stuff like New Balance or Asics or Under Armour, whatever they're releasing, I haven't been able to figure out yet. So that's going to stay away from this list. We're going to keep this Adidas and Nike for the most part. There is an upcoming Asics collab, which is pretty dope, and Adidas is doing some cool collabs. So we'll talk about those. But as far as the most anticipated hype beast sneakers that are coming, number 1, we have the 270 React that Travis was able to work on. It's an interesting take. It kind of has like a pre-distressed look. There's not really that much information that has leaked about it just yet. Personally, I was a little bit disappointed. Now, I am a Travis fan. I've been hitting on all the Travis sneakers, but I was disappointed for the fact of this was a Travis and a Nike collab. I thought this was going to be something from Nike. So you kind of have that mixture of people saying it's trash, but those same people are going to be trying to get it when it releases. So it's you always deal with that, right? What I like about these is there's a lot of different materials that go into this shoe. Like, you have a distressed upper, kind of like this suede on the back tab, and an all gold sole. It's an interesting shoe. I really want to see what it looks like in person. A lot of these photos never do a sneaker justice. Like the Animal Instinct, for example, getting those in hand, they are dope, but the pictures didn't really do justice like that. So that's one of the I know it's going to be hyped. Like, come on, let's be honest. People may say it's trash now, but we know the truth. Then a huge dilemma. We got information on Dior and Jordan brand doing a collaboration for the Jordan 1, which I personally liked. At first, I talked with a lot of people like, yo, what do you think about these? And for the most part, everyone was a little bit disappointed, feeling like they could have done better. But when more images started leaking and you saw some pairs actually being seated or just better pictures overall, there's the little details. I think Dior does a great job on that, and the shoe looks good. Now, the only problem is retail is $2,000. Like, whoa. And the rumor is there's only supposed to be 1,000 pairs, which sucks, man. That really does suck. That's a whole different tier of sneakerhead, in my opinion. Anyone that cops the Dior, I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you. You got bread, bro. Like, if you have $2,000 just to spend, you must be doing all right. That is way out of my price range, so I do not see myself getting those by any means. Unless a brand wants to partner up and, like, hook it up. I'll get them, but It ain't coming out of my bank account. And the shoe that I'm actually really looking forward to is the Tom Sachs Nike Mars 2.0. Now, I still believe this is just a rumor. I don't know what to expect, but that is again on the hype list. One shoe that I would definitely be willing to cop. Kanye has been still doing his thing. I personally didn't buy a single Yeezy in 2018 or 2019. I don't believe. Like, I don't think I might have bought the Wave Runners in 2018, but that was about it. And it's crazy to think like 2016 or maybe 2017, like I was really about that Yeezy life. I just, for the value versus what you like, retail is at $220, which I get Jordans are also there, but I don't know. There really hasn't been anything that has like sparked my interest. Like, of course, Jordan brand releases a bunch of the same colorways over and over and I end up buying them, but for Adidas, that's just not doing it for me. I feel like I got the ones that I really like, and until there's something that's just like phenomenal, I probably won't buy. But the newest Yeezy that's supposed to come out is the Yeezy Quantum, so I think that's how it's pronounced. They look cool. I mean, nothing that I'm really sweating like that. I don't know. I'm just very indifferent. Now, Virgil's still coming with the heat. I mean, the Off-White 5s look pretty cold. I'm not gonna lie. I personally don't wear 5s like that, so this isn't really a shoe that I'm sweating too much. It's cool. If the opportunity to rise is to cop it, I will, but nothing that I'm just like, I need those, you know? And honestly, in the pictures, they kind of look like used shoes. I know they're deconstructed and all that, but until I can really see them in person, which I bet they're just cold in person, the pictures don't do it justice whatsoever. It just looks like, honestly, like some old metallic 5s that I had been wearing every day for the past year. Like, that's what they look like. Now it's looking like Nike is gonna drop some more waffle, the Sachs, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. I always pronounce it wrong, but I want those. It's looking like it's a monochrome, like all white. There is the black pair, which I wouldn't complain about getting them, but the white, yeah, those are stupid clean. I need those. Like, on the hype list, out of all the sneakers, I need these waffles in all white. Like, that's the only sneaker. Even last year, that was the only shoe that I wanted, and I just missed out on it, and I don't want to pay resale, so my L, whatever. But now that I see that they're coming out again, yes, sir, let me get those. Jordan Brand is bringing out something pretty interesting. It's the Air Jordan New Beginnings pack. They're actually retroing for the first time the Airship, which was originally what most of you might think, even myself, the Air Jordan 1. When you think of the Air Jordan 1 band, you think, oh, that's what Jordan was wearing. He was the NBA banned the shoe. He was getting fined. Nike was paying for it. It was actually the Airship, which, knowledge for your head top. I didn't know that originally. I'm over here like, oh man, these are the shoes that Jordan wore in the game. Like, yeah, but it was actually the Airship. So it's pretty cool to see them retro the pack. I think it'll be a cool release, to be honest, especially for like a true collector. You know, it's just one of those things to have in the collection, and it really has that history and meaning behind it. Now, I'm really just hoping that Nike doesn't go too crazy and charge something like $600 like they did the Pantone pack. You know, that was stupid. Hopefully this is at a decent price point. If it is, I'll be copping it, but if it's just outrageous, no thanks. I don't know if you've been living under a rock or what, but I know you've seen those Crocs that Yeezy had coming out. Kanye designed a Croc knockoff. I personally would get them, like, just because of the hype beast nature. Like, I would just get them just to get them, just because it's funny. And I already know that that video is gonna hit. Like, whoever does that video first of those Crocs, or what is he calling them? Yeezy foam runners, it's gonna hit. Like, it's gonna do really well just because it's funny. Again, this is one of those things that I feel like is gonna be at a ridiculous price point, so hopefully they calm down on that, but we'll see what happens. There's another Travis collab. It's gonna be an SB low. I have personally never been that SB person. Like, if you guys watch videos way back when me and Buddhist used to shoot all the time, like, he had the craziest SB collection I've ever seen. I respect SBs, and I think they dominated the market. Like, their collabs and creativity was phenomenal, and I rock with it. But personally, it was just never something that I bought into. I think they're cool. My favorite pair that I had to date was probably the Ferris Bueller's, and I had the Waffles. Unfortunately, I sold both of those. I don't know what I was thinking. It was during the time when SBs weren't really going for much either. You can go on eBay and just cop them for $100. I wish I never would have sold them, but I don't ever see myself really buying into the lows. Like, that's just not what I like. That's just my personal preference. This is one of those releases that is still up in the air, but you can see it's a cool looking shoe. At this point, it's just kind of your typical Travis look. Like, we know what it is now. Surprise me with something else. On social media, I've heard two different rumors. Number one, of Sean Wotherspoon having a collab with Adidas and also having a collab with Asics. As you guys can see, this Asics collab right here is pretty cold. I like that he's basically doing the same thing that he did with Nike. Looks like you got the corduroy with the different colors, which is fire. Like, I'll definitely be grabbing those if I have the opportunity. Asics are super comfortable. That'll be a shoe that I'll definitely wear a lot if I can get my hands on it. But in general, if you guys haven't got a pair of Asics, go to the store, try them on. I'm telling you, this is one of the most comfortable shoes that you will own. So it's just cool to get a little hype collaboration with Asics and really kind of give them a little bit of hype for the brand, you know? I think that's cool. And then as far as the Adidas collab, that's just kind of up in the air. I don't really know what exactly they're doing, nor have I seen any silhouette or any sample. So I can't really speak on that, but that's rumored to come. Very early in the year, so it's kind of hard to tell what Jordan brand is going to bring out. There was a big list of sneakers that I saw that are supposedly supposed to come out. The few that caught my eye was number one, the Jordan 6 DMP. Definitely looking forward to those. I really hope they can drop the 11s with that. Maybe even do a pack again, that would be dope. The Jordan 4 Black Cat. Obviously you guys know I love 4s. And I don't really have an all black pair of shoes. Like, it is rumored that OVO and Jordan brand are gonna release the Splatter 4s, which there are samples of those. So I don't know how true that actually is. Not really a shoe that I would kind of go out of my way to get, but just one of those things that kind of sparks my interest. That's cool. Green seems to be the theme of 2020. Supposedly the Jordan 1 in the pine green color. That's pretty tough. Also the green 4s, like all white with the like green hints, pretty tough too. Something that I definitely would want to get, but not both. Then they're re-retroing the Jordan 13 Flint, which, I mean, that's a must. Like, that is just a necessity in the collection, just as a Jordan head, right? And that's pretty much it as far as what has sparked my interest so far. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot more releases coming within the year, so it's just tough to say. I think if I had to really just pick 3 shoes to cop throughout the entire year, if I had to, I'll probably go for the Black Cats, the Mars, and the Waffles. And honestly, I'll be straight. But let me know what you're looking forward to in 2020 as far as sneakers are concerned. Maybe some shoes that I didn't put on the list. And also, if you guys could just leave me some feedback so I can kind of get my creative juices flowing. Let me know what you want to see in 2020. I still have the Jordan 11 Bread, what I'd wear. I had a package get lost and I finally got it, so I can shoot that officially. So if you've been looking forward to that, I got you. But yeah, anything else that you want to see? I know you guys are digging the Topic Tuesdays. You guys always say that. So we're definitely going full throttle with the Topic Tuesday, the what I'd wears. But what else do you want to see beyond that? Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy ASneakerLife. I'll catch you in the next one. Run it.